Today, we're gonna be doing something fun. I'm gonna take you along on a road trip. And during that road trip, I'm gonna show you some really cool road trip essentials that you should have for your Tesla. So let's not waste any time. Let's get right to it. On this road trip, we're gonna be taking our pup Luke along with us, and he's super excited right now, so let's go. I'm gonna show you the first thing you should have if you have a dog going on a road trip, so let's go. Come on, come on. Good boy. This is the back seat cover for pets, and it's really useful to have in your Tesla if you have a pup like I do. The cover is especially made for Tesla and protects the back seats as well as the doors and the backs of the front seats. It's easy to put on and even has a little window so you can check on your pup from the front seats. I use this not only on road trips, but also after hiking or the dog park. It's easy to fold up and keep in your trunk. We have in our map where we're going. We're gonna go to Asheville today. It's Easter Sunday, but first we gotta stop and get some food, which we did from Wendy's, and that gives me the perfect opportunity to show you two cool things to keep in your car for road trips when it comes to eating food. So the first thing is this cup holder right here. It might look like a regular cup holder, which it is. It's pretty cool. The cool thing about it is it goes into your cup holder, right? And it has this little knob on there. And if you spin it, it makes it tight enough to stay in the cup holder without spilling out. But the cool thing is, since we have food, it's also a tray to eat on. And you just take this tray and slide it in. And now if you have a passenger, they have a tray to eat their food on. There you go. So you got another cup holder in there and you're able to eat the food on the tray. And it's also cool because you can spin this tray around. There you go. So if I want to eat, I can use it also while driving. I can have my food here and you see it's sitting there. It's nice and sturdy. It doesn't move and it's really cool. You see that one? Now I'm the driver and I need something also. So that is where we have this steering wheel tray. And it's really simple. All you're gonna do is turn your steering wheel upside down, put this tray here. It locks into place, very sturdy, doesn't move. And now I can also eat my food on my tray while we're sitting in the parking lot. Pretty cool, guys. Definitely go check these out if you want these on your road trip. I definitely recommend it. All right, guys, so we're at a supercharger now. It's our first charging stop on the trip. While we're here, while I'm supercharging the car, I'm gonna show you guys some other options you might wanna have in your car while you're on a road trip. So now that we're done with these, I'm gonna put them back in the trunk, but I wanted to show you something else I have back here that you may be interested in. So, if you're on a road trip, this is where I put all my stuff. And this is a organizer for your back trunk. I put everything in here. And it's really cool because it has pockets and it has these handles and you can take it out. And another cool thing is it's completely waterproof, this thing. So it's just something cool to have in your back trunk to hold all your items safely in place. It also has Velcro on the bottom so it doesn't move when you're in the trunk. One more thing I wanted to show you is this mat that I have back here. Let me take this out so you guys can see it. So basically, it's just a mat that goes over your carpeted area back here to protect your Tesla. So you can put things in there without anything getting scratched up and stuff like that. Just wanted to show you these things. And by the way, all the stuff that I show you today is gonna have a link down in the description so you can go get it if you want any of these things. All right, let's go. You can see we are at a Tesla supercharger, but sometimes you cannot get to a Tesla supercharger and you'll have to go to a regular charger for regular EV cars. So that's where this thing comes in. It's called a CCS Adapter by a company called Lectron. And what this does is it lets you use other EV chargers that doesn't charge Teslas and it'll make it compatible with your Tesla. So all you have to do is really simple. Just follow me real quick. And what you do is you take this CCS adapter and you put it into your Tesla's charge port, and then it allows you to use a regular EV charger with your Tesla. Pretty simple, pretty cool. It's a good thing to have in your car because sometimes you might not be able to get to a Tesla supercharger and a regular charger may be more convenient. So check this one out. So speaking of charging your car on a road trip, another thing you guys might want to do is keep a mobile adapter in your car in case of an emergency if you can't get to a Tesla supercharger or a regular EV charger. And that is by keeping one of these in your car. This is the regular Tesla mobile connector, right? And what it does is it lets you use a regular outlet in any house to plug your car in and get a few miles. It's really slow, but it can give you enough miles to get to a Tesla supercharger. Now, I just showed you guys the CCS charger by Lectron. Lectron also makes their own mobile connector, and it's a little bit cheaper than the Tesla connector, and it has a little bit more features. So I'll leave that down in the description if you guys want to keep that in your car as well. I definitely recommend it, so go pick that up. So while we're in the car supercharging, I want to show you two things. So first off, one of the things that you should keep in your car, even though we have wireless chargers right here, is these USB charging cables. So right now I have a USB-C cable and I have my iPhone cable. These cables are by Tamai, they're really high quality, and you're probably wondering why you would want to have these in your car. This is because when you're traveling, you might want to have things on you like your camera or your iPad or things like that, and things you want to charge up in your car. Also, these charge your phone much faster than the wireless charger. So if you're in a pinch and you need some extra battery, this will charge your phone much faster than the wireless chargers. And another reason why you want to keep these in your car is for something I'm going to do right now, since we're in the car supercharging for a little bit to get some extra charge. And that is to play games in your car with a controller. If you didn't know, your Tesla actually comes with a handful of games right here that you can see. And you see all these games down here, right? But if you notice, there are a lot of games that if you click on them, you'll see it says requires a game controller. So you cannot play certain games without a controller. So what you can do is you can get yourself an Xbox controller or a PS5 or PS4 controller, and you have to hook it up. It won't work wirelessly, and you need this USB-C cable for it to work. So we're done supercharging. I had to move my car. We have to go inside and get a few things and use the bathroom. So I want to show you guys something else that's really cool that you guys can keep in your car for a road trip on a hot day. So we have this little thing right here. It looks like a little Frisbee, but actually what it is a windshield visor. So you just take it and pop it open just like that. Boom, just take this and put it in. So as you guys can see, you can see the sun right there beaming on top of the light. All that sun would usually be inside the car, but it's not. It's being protected and staying nice and cool while we go inside and get some snacks. All right, so we have made it to Asheville. We are now in downtown area. We're gonna get out. But before we do that, I wanna show you one thing. As you know, Teslas come with a thing called Sentry Mode, which activates the cameras around the car and keeps an eye out for if anything's happening to your car while you're away, and will notify you. But the thing is, the USB card that comes with the Tesla is not a big USB card and doesn't keep that much memory, and it's also not that fast. So I recommend you guys upgrade to an SSD, which is this thing right here. So it's a Samsung SSD, and all it is a portable hard drive that's super fast, and it has a lot of memory, so you can store extra footage when you need it. It's a good thing to have in your car as a brand new Tesla owner, or if you're gonna go on a road trip. I just wanted to say, if you guys like this kind of content, we're out and about and doing cool stuff with the Tesla, let me know, because I'll make more of it. Also, what do you guys think so far? All right, so another thing you're gonna want in your car when you're on a road trip is a phone mount. And you might be asking, why do you need a phone mount if Tesla's screen already shows you everything you need to know and shows your directions and everything like that? Well, because if you have a phone mount, you can use other maps such as Waze or Apple Maps that show you far more information on your road trip, such as road hazards and police and speed traps and stuff like that. It has a lot of other useful information that you're gonna wanna use on a road trip, and it's nice to just have that right in front of your face. So the mount that I'm using right now is the MagBak wireless mount, which is this little thing that attaches to the side of your screen. But you guys can get different kind of foam mounts. There's all different kinds I've recommended plenty of times on my channel. So I'll have a bunch of foam mounts down below in the description, but definitely have this for your road trip. So it is now the second day. We got home a little bit late last night and I couldn't finish up the video, but I have some products that I want to show you that you can use during the road trip and after the road trip. And that has to do with cleaning your car and keeping your car clean. So let's go. So the first thing I did when I got home was clean out the car, take out all the bags and trash and stuff like that. But I wanted to show you this garbage bag that I have in the car for you to keep your trash in there. And all you do is put it on the back of your seat and you open it up. It has a LED light and it comes with a trash bag. Now these trash bags are removable and you can change them out. This is really cool to keep in your car when you're eating something and you're driving and you don't have time to get to a garbage. You could just put everything in there, and then when you get home, you take the bag and you throw it out. The next thing I want to show you that you can use to keep your car clean during road trips is this portable vacuum cleaner by a company called Backseat. This thing is really cool to keep in your car. It's a high quality portable vacuum cleaner that's really strong, and you can see in here it's sucking up all the air in here. The cool thing about this vacuum is it's really high quality. It charges with USB-C, which you can use this with the cables I mentioned earlier in your car. This is one of the reasons why you want those cables, to charge up stuff like this. And it's a really strong vacuum that you can use to clean up trash, you know, when you're done eating and stuff like that, to keep your car nice and tidy while you're on the road trips. It's wireless. You press the button here, right? That's the first speed. So as you can hear, it's pretty powerful. I just keep this in my car, you know, to keep it clean, and that's why it always looks so clean as it does. When it comes to keeping your car clean, you're also gonna want some kind of interior cleaner to clean your car in case you spill things or make a mess in the car during a road trip. I use this total interior cleaner by a company called Adams, and this is actually part of a whole kit for washing your car. If you haven't seen that video, I do have a video on how to wash your Tesla properly up above. Another thing you want to have in your car along with this is a good set of microfiber cloths. This is what you're gonna use to clean up, and it's also good to keep your screen clean when you have fingerprints and stuff like that while you're driving. It gets rid of all that. It's really good to have these in the car for all kind of purposes if you need it. I always keep a whole stack of them, and I got a good deal on a huge pack of these that I'll leave right down in the description for you guys as well. Now I'm gonna show you two things that comes to keeping your car clean on the outside when you're on road trips. The first thing is a car cover. I always keep a car cover in my car because I never know when I'm gonna have to park it outside in the rain for an emergency or whatnot. And a great cover is this cover I have by Bigger Cover. I mentioned this in another video as well, so I'm just gonna put up on the screen some footage from that video so you can see exactly what this car cover looks like on the Tesla. It's really cool because it has an opening for the doors and also for the charge port, so you can charge your car while it's covered. It's very easy to pick up and put back in this bag, and you can just leave it in your front or your trunk, and it's a good thing to have in your car during a road trip because you never know. The next thing I want to show you is these mud flaps. They're low profile mud flaps that you put on your car, and it keeps all of the dirt and the mud or whatever you're driving over off the side of your car. So I had these put on my car when I first got it. These have been the same ones that's been on since 2021. You can see right now that my car is dirty from the road trip. I'm gonna go wash it in a second, but the mud flaps prevented all the dirt that would be flinging off your tire from right here and slinging all across this. If I didn't have these mud flaps on this car, this whole side of my car would be totally ruined. And not only by mud, but it can be ruined by rocks that can damage your paint. So these are definitely something I recommend to have on your car day one. They're super easy to put on. All you gotta do is clip them on. You don't need any screws or anything like that. I've been on plenty road trips and they still on my car, keeping it nice and clean. It's one of the best things I've got, so go check that out. Of course, I could not make this video without mentioning floor mats. Oh man, I should have mentioned this right in the beginning, but I didn't. This is one of the must-haves in your car for road trips or not. These things protect your Tesla's interior, keeps it nice and clean. So check this out. This is from the road trip. As you can see, all the dirt, grime, whatever. I haven't washed the car yet, and all I'm gonna do is lift this up, and you can see beautiful, nice and clean. There are some little like leaf flakes and stuff like that, but look at the bottom of my carpet and look at what I prevented from getting on that carpet. These are really cool because the lips go up on the side. So if you spill water in them, they are completely waterproof. And what it'll do is it'll hold the water in here like a bucket. So it would not go out and onto your carpet. Some floor mats do not do that. So it doesn't matter which ones you get. You just need a pair of floor mats. And I recommend these ones by Audio, which I have linked down in the description. And finally, the last thing I recommend you have in your car for emergencies, whether you're on a road trip or not, are these jack lift pads. They look like little hockey pucks, the little rubber pucks that you just keep in this little bag right here that it comes with. And what this is a puck that lets you put a regular car jack under your Tesla and jack it up safely without puncturing your battery or damaging the underneath of the car. These are definitely recommended. If you guys go to a tire shop, they're most likely gonna have a set of these. You see them come out and put them on your car. So that's how you know you actually do need these. It's pretty controversial. People say you don't need them. Some people say you do need them, but I believe that you do need them because you can just feel that it's not safe putting a regular car jack underneath your car. And there's so many different types of jacks and stuff like that. Just get yourself a pair of these. Trust me, keep them in your car. I've used them twice, believe it or not. I had to use them, and I'm so glad that I did have them because if I didn't, I would have been pretty mad. So that about wraps this one up. Thank you for coming along on my little road trip, and I hope you found this video useful and found some really cool products that you can use on your next Tesla road trip. If you found this video useful, make sure to give it a like and consider subscribing to the channel for more awesome Tesla content. Until next time, peace.